Good morning everyone and welcome on this new Friday analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Wow, I can't believe it's Friday already. Just yesterday was Monday. I mean, this week really went super fast. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm the only one who felt that, but this week definitely was one of the fastest weeks of my life. I don't know why. Anyway guys, before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and let's pay attention that today we're having some high impact news. But however, just because we're having high impact news doesn't mean actually that we cannot be trading. Of course, it all depends on the actual forecast and what will gonna happen. Today we're having Mr. Jerome Powell gonna make a speech. Usually it doesn't really make that impact on the market, especially of course gold. We are having the revised OUM consumer sentiment. It depends of course on the actual forecast. This one actually, I wouldn't say rarely, but most of the time it doesn't really make an impact on the market. So therefore, all in all, I believe it should be a good day. Of course, again, guys, it depends on the actual forecast. Maybe it's going to be horrible to the dollar. Maybe it's going to be super good to the dollar. But in general, again, it doesn't really make that impact. Anyway, let's now begin with the weekly analysis. And as usual, we will start with the Euro USD. And again, guys, another reminder to kindly hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's see what we can do this today, Friday, on the Euro USD. Actually, the pair has reversed just, I think, few pips far away from our original sell level, 15 pips before reaching that sell area, and now it's almost right here at the take profit level. This is, of course, from the late week analysis video. So let's see now what we can do next with this pair. Let's start with a clear chart and delete the previous analysis. Now, since we're talking about Friday, let's continue analyzing the current candle. Now, the current candle, most likely, guys, is going to be ending up as a strong bearish one, because the Euro USD has just made actually right here a strong bearish breakout from that long-term support right here at 1.08314. As you can see, this was indeed a strong key support level, and the market has just made the bearish breakout from it. And if we look carefully right here, we're also having a previous support trend line. And actually, it's even more than that if we expand it. As we can see, this was the support trend line. And as you can see now, the market has just begun the bearish breakout from it. Therefore, all in all, I believe that today we can start sell the Euro USD. Let me just now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now, let's just take a look at the left side to find the strongest key resistance level. And I think we can find one right here exactly. Right there. This was, of course, my friends, the nearest strong key resistance level. It was also a strong key resistance level in the past as well. And it was also a strong support as well. Therefore, right now, the market is actually, let me just see how I can connect these together like that. That support, it's going to be hard. Let me see how we can do that. I need to connect this support zone like that. So as you can see, if we scroll to the left side right now, we can see that the market has indeed formed right here a strong support level, which was in the past a previous key resistance level. So right now we're actually reaching that bracket of the strong support. So now there is a possibility for a pullback to happen. Most likely, if that happens, first of all, the previous level of a resistance right there, right here, is going to be respected. And also the broken level of support trend line is going to be also retested. Back to the 1-hour time frame so we can see that in details. As we can see right here exactly, my friends, we're having the broken level of support trend line. On the 1-hour time frame, it has already begun to be a resistance trend line. Therefore, we can assume that this is going to be the first attempt. And right now, look at that. The pullback has begun. And now we can wait for the market to reach the same level of a previous resistance. And we can sell the Euro USD exactly on the second attempt of the resistance trend line after the market rises to another, I would say, like 19 pips before we can start shorting it. Therefore, this is going to be our sell area, and our take profit level is going to be actually, let me just scroll now to the left side. We have to identify our take profit level, which is going to be exactly right here at the absolutely lowest level of a nearest strong key support at 1.07714, which means our take 42 pips. Wait a minute, I'm on the 1-hour time frame, so we have to be more realistic. I think that's going to be fine, guys. Yeah, I know you guys are used to have bigger take profits, but that's it. That's what the setup is providing to us. We have to accept it. Meanwhile, of course, the safe zone is going to be ranging just till the peak of that resistance, which means it's going to be ranging for about 30 pips only. So therefore, our take profit level will be 43 pips against 30 pips of a safe zone. Let me now write the signal for you. And let's now move to the pound USD. Alright, so pound USD, I think it hasn't been activated, or hasn't. No, it hasn't been activated. It just went in the right direction and exceeded the take profit level. Of course, I'm talking about the late week analysis video. So let's see now what we can do next with this pair. Actually, if we scroll back to the daily chart, again, we're having similar thing with the EURUSD. Right here, we're having a strong key support level at 1.26202. And as you can see, my friends, that level has indeed been broken out recently with Thursday's candle. Now what we can expect next from the market is, of course, to make a pullback, retesting the broken level of a support, and then it's going to continue the rise. Sorry, the fall, not the rise, the fall. And in this case, if I'm not mistaken, and hopefully I'm not, our take profit level can be actually right here. Now, why right here and not there? Because this is the nearest resistance to our entry. As you know, my friends, I usually identify my take profit levels with the nearest support or resistance to my entry. So if I look at this pattern right here, this is the nearest resistance and this is the next support. Therefore, we have already identified our take profit level, which is going to be the previous level of a resistance. And if we now go back to the 1 hour time frame, what we can see right here, guys, is we're having here the actual breakout happened from that level of a support. So now let's scroll to the left side to find the strongest level of a resistance where we can start selling. And indeed, look at that, check this out, right there, exactly. This was the nearest resistance to our the current price, and therefore we have to wait for the pound USD to rise to another 22 pips before we can start selling it. We can actually expect the price to rise again for another 10 pips against our direction. Actually, you know what? Maybe this is gonna be a better entry. But you know what? Okay, so this is gonna actually be our entry, but expect a drawdown of 10 pips to reach that level of a previous support before finally becomes in profit. However, if that happens, that's gonna be fine, because we're actually expecting to make approximately 70 pips profit from the signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of a resistance right here for about 42 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the pound USD. Moving now to the AUDUSD. Alright, so as you can see, guys, from the late week analysis video, the AUDUSD has reversed exactly from the given price of the buy and reversed almost from the take profit level, guys. Come on, 1.9 pips. Come on, give it to me. And let's say that this signal has indeed hit the take profit level. It was indeed a good signal, and we have made approximately 70 pips or 68 pips out from it. If you guys took this signal, let me know please in the comments. And before we continue, again, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. But now what's next with the AUDUSD? That's the big question. Let's first of all delete the old signal, and let's see now what we can do next here. Now, as you can see right now, we are actually facing right here, based on the 4 hour time frame, a strong previous level of support. Now, as you can see, the market has already created here several attempts. Now, pay attention to the price action. So the first attempt of the support, we had here 3 tails. The second attempt of the support, we had one long tail and another one full bar, which was of course a red one, and then immediately we had a strong bullish engulfing candle. And now on the third attempt, we had 1, 2, 3 red candles in a row. That tells us that the AUDUSD is actually facing a strong pressure from the sellers to take the market down. The price action right here is not promising at all for any bullish reversals. So far, all these price actions right here telling us that the market is most likely now going to continue the fall. So that being said, we have to look right here at the left side. Before that, let me just tell you that we are having here also a support trend line. And as you can see, most likely, guys, the market is going to continue the fall below that level of support trend line. Therefore, if we combine this, of course, with the previous level of a resistance trend line right there, check this out, right here. we're having here also a resistance trend line, which most likely combining that with the strong pressure from the sellers is most likely now going to continue the fall. So therefore, because we're having here a support zone, we can still expect a pullback to happen, but most likely the market is going to be respecting that level of a resistance trend line, and there the AUDUSD will continue the fall. So that means we have to switch now to the 1 hour time frame and identify the strongest key level of a resistance, which we can see right here, exactly right there at 0.64206. That was, of course, a real level of a resistance. It was also a previous support, and right now it was also right here a previous support with that bearish breakout candle. So therefore, the AUDUSD has a potential to make a pullback after 6 pips only. We have to send this signal right now. Maybe we can actually even make it more than that, to be honest, because that level of a resistance is not yet gonna match that level of a resistance trend line. Let me just increase this one to be right there. That's actually gonna be more convenient, I think. Yes, because it's the highest level of this resistance pattern, and also it means that the market is gonna be able to reach that level of a resistance trend line. Yeah, that entry is actually more convenient to me, and as we can see on the 1 hour time frame, we already have right here a resistance trend line has been formed. So this is gonna be the first attempt, and right now we will be selling this pair right on the second attempt of that resistance trend line after it rises to another 10 pips, or I would say. However, for the take profit level, it's going to be right here at that level of a support, exactly right there at 0.63791, aiming approximately 44 pips profit from this signal. And of course, a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of a previous resistance for about, let's make it a little bit more. Give me a break, guys. 26 pips only. Let me now write the signal for you. And let's now move to the USDCAD. Alright, the USDCAD, guys, was also one of those successful signals. As you can see, it has been ranging. Actually, I think it has, no, not yet. So it actually has reversed before the take profit level, but has been activated. Went in about 25 pips of loss in the safe zone. However, eventually right now it's running in 50 pips of profit. Let me know, please, guys, in the comments if you have taken this signal or you didn't. Anyway, let's see now what we can expect next with this pair. Moving now to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, we can be sure that our target eventually is going to be right here, the absolutely highest level of a resistance at 1.36471. Why is that? Because as you can see right here, we're having also a broken level of a resistance happened exactly at 1.35631. It was also previously a support, but now recently has become a real level of the resistance, and right here another real level of the resistance, and right here also another real one. Of course, in the middle we had few fake breakouts, but eventually this was the real level of a resistance. Now recently, Thursday's candle was actually a strong bullish engulfing candle above that level of a previous resistance. Therefore, the USDCAD will most likely now going to continue the rise till it reach that level of a strong key resistance level at 1.36471. So that means that the USDCAD still has about, actually from here, 60 pips more to go. So where exactly can we start buying this pair? Now, we need to combine the support trend lines in this, so we can actually have a strong and accurate entry. And as we can see right there exactly, we can see clearly that we are having a support trend line right here, which has already become a resistance trend line, and right here it was a support trend line level, so meaning the market is indeed respecting that level. So after bouncing back from that support trend line and combining that with the breakout from the previous level of a resistance, it can be actually confirmed that the USDCAD is going to continue the rise. So let's now move to the smaller time frame. Let's even move to the 1 hour time frame. Guys, again, if you want to find the exact entry, you have got to use the smaller time frames. So now on the bigger time frames, we have identified the direction based on daily chart. Now 1 hour time frame, we have to find the entry where exactly we can start buying. So let me just use the Fibonacci retracement. And as you can see right now, we are actually above 61.8. And as you know, guys, if the market ever make a strong bullish breakout from 61.8, it means that this trend has changed the direction from a downtrend to an upper trend. Of course, in general, we are actually on an upper trend. I know that. But I mean, just sorry, guys, I actually sneezed and I had to pause in the right time. I know I sound funny here. I don't know. I don't even think I sound funny. Anyway, let me just tell you guys that we most likely gonna be buying the USDCAD exactly from that level of a previous resistance, which was right here also a small support, and right here it was the nearest resistance to that bullish breakout candle. So that being said, let's wait for the USDCAD to fall to another 16 pips to reach 61.8, and after that it's gonna be safer to buy this pair. And if we use the trend lines this time, as we can see exactly, check this out. Right here we are having on the 1 hour time frame that level of a support trend line, which has been respected repeatedly. Then we are having here a pattern of a fake breakout because the market actually did not make any resistance trend lines right here at all, instantly broke out from that level. So therefore, let's wait for the USDCAD to fall again, respecting the same level of support trend line plus that level of a previous resistance. Therefore, I believe this is going to be the safest entry to buy this pair. And of course, if we do that, our take profit level is going to be right here at 1.36471. I cannot see it actually, guys. Right now, the time here is 3:28 in the morning. And I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. That's the life of a day trader. Anyway, we can see that the market right here is going to be rising for about 80 pips. Hopefully, it's going to be in profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than Fibonacci 23.6 for about 33 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And let's now move to the USDJPY. Alright, so USDJPY unfortunately has been a lost signal because it exceeded the safe zone, but eventually is going in the right direction. So I really wish that we have actually expanded the safe zone to be right here at that edge of that support. Anyway, guys, what happened. I apologize about this signal. Let's now see what we can do next with the USDJPY, and hopefully I can recover it for you. Now, if we look carefully right now, the USDJPY also is rising. I told you before that the USDJPY is going to be crashing at some point, but however, pay attention that the market has indeed been retesting that level of a broken resistance for quite long time. Almost for the whole week, we are actually on that level of a support, and the market is retesting the broken level of the resistance. Now, the current price action right here shows us a strong bullish movement, and most likely the USDJPY is indeed going to continue to rise. Now, based on the daily candles, where is the best level to start buying this pair? Actually, for the first time, the daily candle here is actually telling us about the exact entry, which is gonna be right here. Exactly. At that level of a previous real level of a support, because this was of course the real level of a support, this was of course the nearest real level of the support, and right here we had the fake breakout. So if I'm actually trading on the 5-minute candles or 15-minute candles and I see such setup, I will just wait for this current candle to fall all the way right here to reach the same level of that support, and then I will be placing my buy order. So just to confirm this, let's move to the smaller time frame such as 1 hour. And indeed, check this out. We can see clearly right here that we had a strong key support level, and the market already started the bullish reversal. However, on the 1 hour time frame, we can see that we can actually increase the entry to be right here as for 145.547. So therefore, we can actually expect a pullback to happen right now. We can expect what happened. We can expect here a pullback to happen upon the pressure from that resistance, and the market to fall to another 40 pips. I don't think this is going to be happening today. Let's try to find a better entry. Guys, I'm analyzing right in front of you, to be honest. I never analyze before recording. I just analyze the DXY, and I take a look at the charts before I start recording, but I do my actual analysis right in front of you. That's why you can see sometimes that I'm actually changing my entries and exits. Okay, so as we can see right here, right there exactly. Yeah, that's actually more convenient. We're having here, of course, a previous support trend line, which has been respected, and the market has failed to create a new resistance trend line. Instantly failed. And as you can see right here also, we have also right here a new support trend line. So meaning that level of support trend line has succeeded to be another support trend line. So therefore, let's buy the USDJPY exactly on the second attempt of the support trend line, exactly right here. I would recommend to wait the market to reach that level. We also have right here a resistance trend line which has been broken out from. My God, I think this is gonna be a better entry. Yeah, right here. Right here is actually more convenient to me. Let me just delete this, because right here we're also having a strong key support level. It was also a small resistance. It was the nearest support to that bullish breakout candle. All in all, guys, as we can see, the bullish movement right now on the USDJPY is very strong, and the market, actually, to be honest with you, most likely is gonna continue the rise instantly before reaching our buy area. However, we can buy this pair after it falls to another 26 pips, and the target, of course, has got to be right here, the highest level of a resistance at 146.402 for about 66 pips. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a previous support right here, exactly for about 36 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. Let's now move to the NZD/USD. Alright, so actually, as you can see, NZD/USD is one of those signals which has been recently activated, but actually it reversed already just 2 pips far away from the entry. Guys, come on, give it to me. I think I will take the recognition of the signal, and I will take the credit of it. This signal, I would say that it has been activated and went in total of 60 pips of profit before falls back to the original entry. If you don't agree with that, also let me know in the comments. Anyway, what's next with the NZD/USD? Now, if we look at the daily chart, we are having here a very strong bearish engulfing candle. And as you can see, I need to switch to the smaller time frame to show you this. Right here also, we're having a broken level of the support trend line. And pay attention, this was, of course, a support trend line. And right here, we had the strong bearish breakout from that level. And this candle right here, this wick, representing actually the first attempt of a resistance trend line. So that means since we are actually talking about a support bracket right here, support zone, sorry, we can actually expect more pullbacks to happen, and most likely we can start selling the NZD/USD right on the second attempt of it. But to confirm this, we have to look at the left side to find a strong key resistance level that can be easily found right there. Exactly, at 0.59426. That's going to be the nearest strong key resistance level to this bearish breakout candle. Therefore, my friends, let's wait for the NZD/USD to rise to another 20 pips before we can start selling it. However, the take profit level is going to be small this time, because it will be actually aiming the lowest level of a support right here at 0.56964. Remember, guys, we are talking about Friday analysis, not the whole week. Therefore, our take profit level is just going to be 45 pips only, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of a previous resistance at 0.59671 for about 24 pips only. Let me now write the signal for you. And let's now move to the gold. Alright, so now the gold is actually interesting, because yesterday the gold has reversed just 10 pips far away from my entry of the deal of the day, and as you can see, it went in total of 117 pips. Unfortunately, this signal hasn't been triggered. I'm not sure if I can take any credit of it, but most likely I can't, because 10 pips is really a lot of pips. Anyway, guys, what's next with the gold? Now, let me just tell you something. As I told you guys, today we're having Mr. Jerome Powell is going to make a speech. So therefore, trading the gold today is going to be, you should be actually doing it carefully with a lot of caution, and never ever open the trade while Mr. Jerome Powell is speaking. So make sure that today at 2 p.m. GMT time, you will actually close your positions, or if you want to keep it opened, just make sure that you have a proper investment and you have been prepared for any potential losses. No one in the world can tell you what will gonna happen. So the analysis that you are about to receive right now is based, of course, on the technical analysis, and of course based on the fundamentals that the USD dollar is actually right now gaining a lot of strength. But again, Mr. Jerome Powell, when he speaks, it's a different story. Most likely his speeches usually affects the gold mainly, not the dollar itself. Therefore, guys, let's be careful about what we're doing right here. So most likely right now, the current the last Thursday's candle on daily chart shows us actually a weakness right now in the gold. And if I'm not mistaken, most likely the gold will continue the fall till it reaches that level of a strong key support level at 1904.90. As I'm telling you guys, 1900 is a very critical level for the gold, and it won't easily make any bearish or bullish breakouts from it. Therefore, most likely, since we are having here a weakness in the movement on the gold, we can actually expect a pullback to happen, and the market will most likely bounce back all the way right here to reach that level of a support. So meaning for today Friday, we will actually be expecting a bearish movement on the gold, and that's going to be our target. So if the market is going to be able to reach that level, then probably on Monday we will actually be buying the gold from that level. Hopefully it will happen, because right here it's going to be really good opportunity for those who want to buy the gold. So moving now to the 1 hour time frame. Now, as you can see right here, based on the 1 hour time frame, we're having here, of course, a strong key resistance level, which has been respected repeatedly, exactly right from there. And as you can see right here, pay attention. This was, of course, the real level of the resistance. What happened next is we are having the first attempt of the real resistance. Sorry, it's the second attempt. Now we are having 1 and 2 fake breakouts from that level. But however, on the other hand, we're having here also a support level. So meaning now the gold is actually stuck in this neutral channel of the support and the resistance. But however, eventually the gold will most likely, guys, since we are expecting a bearish movement from it, is going to be respecting that level of a previous resistance. In my opinion, that's going to be the best level to start selling this pair after it rises to another 30 pips. Now we need another kind of confirmation of that. So what we can do actually is moving to the 4 hour time frame, and let's now compare let's use now the resistance trend lines. What I will do right now is called the magic of trend lines. How does it work? Simply just choose any strong key resistance levels like this one right here and this one, and as you can see, the market is indeed respecting those levels. So it was a strong key resistance trend line, another key resistance trend line. It became a support trend line, support and resistance recently. Now what you can do is simply drag the same line, and as you can see, the market has always gonna be respecting those levels, always. As we can see, indeed, the gold is rising, but check this out. The gold is ranging, but look at that. We're having here also a respected resistance trend line, which has become a support trend line. Anyway, moral of the story is, let's just use this line right here to identify the strongest key resistance level, and check this out. Right here, we're having a resistance trend line, which has been a support trend line, and right now a resistance trend line and another resistance trend line. So all in all, this confirms that the gold is going to continue the fall. So therefore, the highest level in that resistance trend line pattern is going to be also that level of a previous resistance. So all in all, combining this resistance trend line with the horizontal resistance, we can say safely that most likely the gold is going to start the bearish reversal exactly from that point toward that level of a previous support. Therefore, let me just be sure that what we are doing right here, that our take profit level is going to be right here exactly at the previous level of a resistance, aiming approximately 130 pips profit from the signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be exceeding that level of a previous resistance for about 85 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And there goes the signal, my friends, for today's Friday. And guys, another reminder that you are the only one responsible for any losses or profits that you are making because of these signals. In the end, these are just signals. These are just my expectations and observations of the market. It's up to you. You can take it or you can leave it. It's really up to you how you deal with these signals. These signals are never an account management. These signals are never reliable to be used in any kind of account growing or anything like that. These signals are only to help you in your day trading, to help you confirming your own analysis. That's the whole purpose of these signals, and that's the reason I don't post these signals on TradingView or anywhere else. I need to make a video explaining the reason behind of these signals. So the main reason behind of these signals is to make you understand my analysis way and how you can actually make your own analysis based on this, or based on what you have seen right here. So anyway, guys, trade carefully and remember that these signals might become in loss. However, We are hoping, of course, for a profit, but in the end, we have to be careful and wise about how we are using our funds using these signals. In the end, I wish everyone happy weekend in advance. And until then, guys, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.